My name is Britton, and we are going to find out about drop D tuning here. If you've never done it, it's just so cool sounding. It will transform the way your key of D sounds. In standard tuning, when we play in D, that's what our D chord sounds like, and the bass note we have for our D chord is right there on the fourth string. And that's wonderful, and I use it all the time. But what you don't get out of the key of D in standard tuning is you don't get a big, full, sexy, wonderful bass note. The key of D in standard tuning just doesn't provide that. So enter drop D tuning. So let's talk about how we get into it. First of all, you take your sixth string, which is normally an E note, and you're going to loosen the sixth string and drop that string a whole step. So if it starts out as E, you're going to drop it down to D, and then it sounds like that. Boom! So your little cute, little adorable D chord has now expanded into a big fat, full, jingly jangly D chord. Okay, so that's going to change some stuff in the key of D. I'm going to give you the bad news first, because you're going to want to know about this. The bad news is that your G chord, which if you're in the key of D, your G chord is pretty important. If your brain is ready for numbers, which I strongly hope it is, D is 1 and then G is your 4 chord. So that 4 chord, you know, we often talk about the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5. So 1, 4, and 5 being the 3 most important chords you can play in any key. And here in the key of D, D is 1, 4 is G, 5 is A. So this drop D thing is pretty disruptive to your G chord. You can no longer play a G chord like this, because guess what? That's not a G. And no, you can't just take your whole G chord and take it up a whole step, because the whole rest of the chord should be back here, but the bass note needs to be here. So here's what you're going to do. And once you can handle this, everything else about drop D tuning is not going to be a big deal. So here's your D chord. Sadly, you will have to pick up all your fingers, and you're going to lead with your ring finger all the way up to the 5th fret of the 6th string. That is where the G chord, where the G note lives. Normally it would be here, but we changed that string, so now it's here. So you're going to put your ring finger on the 6th string, 5th fret. You can either put your pinky on the 5th string or mute the 5th string. I don't even care. I just do whatever I do. It's not actually that important, except that you can't let the 5th string ring open. You can't do that. So do something. Put your pinky down, just park in there maybe. Then in an emergency, you can actually use that as your G chord. It's got an extra note in it. The high string isn't really in a G chord, but sometimes that sounds okay. So that's one thing. The most common way that we play a G chord in drop D tuning is we put the index finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and that gives us a wonderful sounding G chord. If you don't like the sound of that open high string, it's usually pretty easy to let something in the back of your hand mute that high string, and then you have this. So you're going to sound like, here's your D, just love that. There's your G, there's your D. All right, if you want to know more about drop D tuning, there's more videos in the Guitar Clubhouse, so we would love to have you join. Think about that. Maybe we'll see you there. Hi, thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. Glad you're here. Hope you come back. I want to invite you to check out my Guitar Clubhouse. It's our subscription that's got a ton of great stuff in it. It's got charts and Zoom classes and all kinds of cool stuff in it. I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful value. So I hope you'll check out my Guitar Clubhouse. We welcome people of all levels. Anybody, if you like to play guitar, you are welcome in our Guitar Clubhouse, where we have tons of guitar fun. So I hope to see you there.